Grazie. Gorlomi? Lo pronuncio correttamente?
Sì, corretto.
Accents are interesting.
Cocainum.
On the one hand, they mean that the person speaking is smart, intelligent.
Finacci. Italian. It's my uncle. Makes suits in the basement of Mad Street. Here's my uncle.
They know more than just one language. Now, on the other hand, they are easy to make fun of.
My name is Jeff.
And in this video, we'll laugh at the worst accents performed by professional Hollywood actors. Keanu Reeves in Dracula. Now, I love Keanu as much as the next guy. Still, even the director of the film, Francis Ford Coppola, said that it was tough for Keanu to do the English accent, and it came off as stilted.
Yes, of course, sir. If I may inquire, what in fact happened to Mr. Renfield in Transylvania?
Now, one comment under this video said, Keanu sounds like an anime character who was dubbed by a Japanese voice actor trying to speak English.
I've seen many strange things already. Bloody wolves chasing me through some blue inferno.
Don Cheadle in Ocean's 11.
Oh, leave it out. You tossers. You had one job to do.
Another attempt at a British accent that didn't go as well as hoped. Don Cheadle said that when he went to London, people would stop him on the street and tell him to his face to never do that again. Ouch. As the top comment said, as a Brit, I loved his accent. It may have been bad, but it was just funny. Now, as a naturalized Brit, I agree. Cameron Diaz in Gangs of New York. Gangs of the New York is a great film, and Daniel Day-Lewis as the Butcher rightly deserved praise.
To defeat my enemy, I extinguish his life and consume him as I consume these flames.
But apparently, some people didn't even know that Cameron Diaz was doing an Irish accent in a movie. Now, judge for yourself.
Go back to the point and leave me to my business, or I will open your throat, so help me God.
Here's another attempt at an Irish accent, now this time from Justin Theroux in the Charlie's Angels film.
You know I always like it with the light on.
So he played Seamus O'Grady, a member of an Irish mob, and he kind of goes in and out of the accent, so I don't know how he got into the gang.
That's 8 years. Enough about me. What about you, Helen? How have you been?
Tom Hanks in Elvis. So I watched this movie not so long ago and I enjoyed it. It had its faults, but overall it was a good portrayal of the king. However, Tom Hanks as Colonel Parker was hit and miss. He played him well, okay? But his accent was a bit cartoonish and difficult to understand.
My past is the least of your problems, my boy. Everyone else you associate with lives from you, Mr. Presley.
I watch my movies with subtitles anyway, so I was safe. Bianca Lawson in Buffy. I never watched Buffy except an odd episode in my youth, but Kendra's accent is definitely something else.
I'm Kendra, the vampire slayer.
It sounds like a blend of Jamaican and Irish. At least that's how some commenters heard it.
I cannot just leave. That all the signs indicate that a very dark power is about to rise in Sunnydale.
Emma Watson in Little Woman.
Laurie, I didn't know you were going to come.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
And what a lovely surprise it is.
Emma Watson's American accent was criticized, even though many people praised the 2019 movie.
Just because my dreams are different than yours doesn't mean they're unimportant.
Looking at the comments, you can see it's a point of contention. Some say it's inconsistent and others disagree. Honestly, I think it's fine. Kevin Costner in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
The sheriff calls us outlaws. But I say we are free. And one free man defending his home is more powerful than 10 hired soldiers.
Now, Costner's criticism is not about the accent, but rather the lack of it. He played Robin Hood, a heroic outlaw from English folklore. And yet, as some critics pointed out, he sounds more like LA than the UK in the 1991 Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now, it is said that it haunts him to this day. Jared Leto in House of Gucci.
Stop, you're going to make me. You're going to make me cry. Nobody has ever said that to me. Nobody.
There is a love-hate relationship people have with Jared Leto and his acting. As many commenters said, he must have played loads of Mario Brothers as part of the research for this role.
Never confuse shit with chocolato. They may look the same, but the taste very different. Trust me.
Tom Cruise in Far and Away. This time, it's Tom Cruise doing an Irish accent.
Why can't you say it, Shannon? Why can't you say you like my hat? Why can't you say you like my suit? I've earned this.
In 1992, Far and Away. Now, it's not terrible, but it just kind of makes him seem like, he's trying too hard. And I think we all agree that he should just stick to the stance.
You're a corner, Shannon. What a corner you are.
Nicolas Cage in Con Air.
But the fact of the matter is, how well you know this Sandino? I don't know him that well myself, just what I read.
One commenter said that Cage learned his Southern American accent by watching Foghorn Leghorn cartoons as a kid.
What's the big idea chasing my worm? You're a cat, son. Cats don't eat worms.
But one thing is sure, there are many one-liners from 1997 Con Air, and the accent makes them even better.
You know what I am?
Ugly all day.
Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow.
My mother is unwell. If I work for the government, the state helps me take care of her. My uncle helped me get the job.
As one comment said, a dreadful Russian accent. It's actually difficult to make out what she's saying. Leave the Russian accent to us, Eastern Europeans.
I need you to send a report that you're impressed with the progress I've made with Nash.
For us, immigrants, accents are a double-edged sword. They mean we learn the language. We try to fit in a new culture and environment. Yet at the same time, when we speak to a native, the first question that usually follows is, oh, where are you from then? The accents betray us instantly. But it would be quite rude to laugh at someone's accent, to mock it, right? But for actors, I think it's a different story because they still speak English, but they try to add an accent, so it's not like they learned a new language at all. So I feel like they're fair game. And because I have one, I can point it out. It's double standards, I know, and I love it. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
To be, kurwa, or not to be.